It's very hard to get in, no?
Was it or what?
Oh, design. You mean like fashion design?
So much competition, yeah. General knowledge is so
You
tough.
want private college? Oh, my sweet child, you're perfect. Just pay this and you can start your journey to design stardom. Wow.
You're going to repeat? What happens if we don't get in here?
NID? No, ma'am, NID and National Institute of Design, D.
But I don't know if I'll get in here. It was lengthy.
I completed everything, but I mean, like, it's 50-50. I make it and I may not
Okay,
get
now
in.
prepare for boards. Oh my god. Okay, MG. Physics is first. Now let me get some pieces ready. Okay. So I'm kind of an nidian. Well, yes, and my rank, it was within AIR 140 to 165, and I did do all this without having to draw like for 6 hours a day.
How? How is that possible? No, don't believe her, man.
I mean, it was impossible for me to draw for 6 hours a day without risking failing 12th. Because this is how my story went. Chapter 1, Career Confusion and Euphoria. So I was like a very confused kid with good academics after 10th, wondering what on earth I was going to do with my life. Like, I didn't want to do engineering because I never imagined myself there. Plus, like, no one really forced me to like do JE or something from like 5th grade. So, like, I didn't go in that direction either, even though I really could have someone like push me, and if I like, because I have the aptitude for it. And then like I also had been developing this creative skill, and like I had been drawing characters, and like I had the YouTube channel for like 2 years over like COVID and that downtime and free time that I had. So like I was so like reluctant or stubborn to like let go of this skill that I had just created and act like it never existed and get some like other ordinary job, and I didn't really know at the time that something like design existed, but like with frantic research, calls, video watching on YouTube, and talking, I found out about design on uceed and NID, and I felt euphoric. Like, I was like, whoa, I found my purpose. This is kind of what I've been doing for a while. So as a 10th grader who just got into 11th and like found out about design and the design thinking process, thumbnailing and stuff like that, I was like, wait a second, this is what I've been doing for like the past 2-3 years of my life. This is what I've been doing on the YouTube channel I made, and like this is the skill I've been building up. This sounds great. I mean, this also combines like creativity and like logical thinking, and like because that's also a huge part of I am also like naturally a very analytical person. So I was like, this is great. Like I was so excited. And with that, we also come to chapter 2, which is PCM and design chaos. Yes, so I took the science stream in my 11th and 12th, PCM, and don't worry, it wasn't forced. Nobody said that you better take this, otherwise like you're a disappointment to the family. Like no one said any of that stuff to me. I thought it out. I really sat down and thought about it. And also I since I was writing uceed, it kind of had better prospects with science, etc. So yeah, I started coaching for like 2 years in 11th and 12th online and etc. And it was kind of a little chaotic because I even decided to not go for tuitions because I was so damn serious about like the whole coaching thing and trying to like do what I wanted to do. And of course in between there would be like these random thoughts that guardians would have, like, should we try JE? Do you want to do both? Should we try that? Should we try this? Oh, can you go for coaching, etc.? I mean, do you want to do multiple things together? And I was like, no. And yeah, so just a disclaimer, I don't try to copy anything that I'm doing or tell your parents that you don't want tuitions or whatever. This is just how I managed it, this is my story. And I also did that because my school had an option to take a subject other than computer science, and also another 6th subject which I was like okay with. And I was also like able to manage my studies without tuition, as I've done that in 10th and even in 11th. So don't do things just because I'm talking about it, but yeah. And now chapter 3 is what I call design detective. And yeah, it kind of does sound like what it says, because 11th grade me was just searching for clues about design exams or the real pattern of it, its design scope, because all the uncles and aunties would be like, is there any scope or what? And the placements and the preparation tips, because like I didn't like find any definite or like any proper tips anywhere. I was like just scouring the internet. I was scrummaging like as if it was like I was flipping through some like books or something, and I was like crazy. I would like relentlessly I would like wake up from sleep or naps and like just go onto my phone and just like aggressively search on the internet for like stuff, because I was that like eager to find out why uceed and NID was so mysterious and hard to get. And you know what? All I found was interviews of humanities kids saying, yeah, I used to draw like all the time in school and bunk classes. Yeah, I used to draw like for 6 hours a day. Yeah, just like chill preparation only. Yeah, I got in. I mean, like, sure, but I can't do that, bro. Like, I'm gonna get kicked out of school and probably fail exams. It wasn't my reputation or my intention. Like, imagine getting NID but like failing 12 or something. I mean, like, it's an extreme case, but still. So I was just a girl navigating 11th and feeling like I was failing my online coaching assignments because my coaching was failing me. Yeah, take a moment to process that. But like basically there were so many assignments with no direct feedback, and all I got was a depressing grade after like 2 weeks, like E or D for like all the effort I put in. I was like just so confused. So yeah, it was quite tough, and I don't want to talk about coaching right now either. So yeah, I spent a whole year mostly researching, getting a better idea of the exams and design as like a whole, and also while drawing random drawing questions my coaching gave me. Then comes 12th, the real deal, as my real preparation only started in 12th, as I had a way better idea than I did in 11th when I started. But mind you, the confusion and mystery was still unsolved, as my determination and feeling like I could only came around like August or September, 3 to 4-ish months before the exam, after I found out the channels, websites, and understood what exactly they did in offline coaching and what exactly they wanted to test for and what exactly they were looking for in these design exams. But there was still a lot of drama, at least internally, like, NID or uceed, which one is better, boards or entrance, late nights or early mornings, portfolio or no portfolio, can I do personal drawings too, or like only preparational drawing? Too many questions unanswered. But don't you worry, because I have put together a file of all the answers in the description, which you can get for a small amount so that you don't have to waste a year like I did. So yeah. Let's get into chapter 4, which I call December. So now get the whole context that I am actually in 12th preparing for boards and design entrance exams, and like feeling the exams coming sooner and sooner, and like contemplating my life and like really wondering if I'm going to do anything in exams. And I'm like, having all these mastermind plans to tackle both boards and design, etc., while my master, or I should say my coaching institute, employs me for a hectic random 1 month NID preparation plan and assignments. I mean, thanks for at least letting me know what the exam pattern is and giving actual questions at least 1 month before. But oh my god, I ended up staying like late till like 3 a.m. and etc. as I've never before. But like, yeah, I was like excited as I was finally able to do it, and I'm not like actually a night owl. But yeah, hectic, crazy December filled with design and assignments passed by, where I completely almost skipped boards preparation, like totally away from my plan, and I enter into like the design phase and chapter 5, which we call airplane mode and autopilot. This is kind of another way of saying I entered my monk mode or something, but basically I had a lot of anxiety, or like perfectionism kind of anxiety, before NID prelims, but after that I more or less like just numbed down. I silenced everything external, like all thoughts, opinions, fear, questioning, everything. Like I just do what I had to do, like no more like questioning and worrying, just traveling for the exams, executing my boards preparation, last minute tuitions to like, finally prepare for boards that I had missed a month of preparation for, and like just getting over with 12. Like I was just waking up with pure intentions to somehow study well for boards and get it over with. Then boards happened. There was this physics drama, everyone was crying and complaining about the paper. Luckily I survived, And then the uceed results came out, and well, I qualified again with the all India rank of 550 to 570 range. And yeah, that was exciting to hear, considering my little preparation after believing I could only qualify with in 12th because of the lack of resources regarding it. However, the days passed by and it was all over. The design drama, as well as the 14 years of schooling. There was nothing to chase anymore. It was all weirdly quiet and calm, like the beginning of time. The only question that pestered me was, what about the results? What if I don't get in? I must get in this year, right? Or I must at least get in next year. Then I decided it's NID or IIT or nothing. I shamelessly rejected all private college offers begging me to come from the uceed results. I was stubborn or determined, as whatever you would like to call it. But I finally felt very clear on the exams preparation and my aptitude, as some people I even reached out to said that if I were to repeat and give it my all, I'd be likely to be under All India rank 20 next year in uceed. But of course, NID was still a mystery. I had almost forgotten about it when on April 1st, fate, luck, my suffering, and skill came together to give me a second chance, and I qualified prelims with a good rank. And well, then my life changed for a month as I went to offline coaching in my institute, which was way better than the online, and well, the rest. So I guess now I am an nidian with a 92% in 12th. Yes, I managed to score that much. And without drawing 24/7 and bunking classes in school. Why and how? Well, definitely I worked hard and smart, as well as I'm incredibly grateful that the odds worked out in my favor and that God heard our prayers to get me in this year. And if you remember my open rank range, I almost didn't make it, considering I'm a general candidate and there are only 170 general seats. Yes, I did the math, so you don't have to. But there are certain principles or secrets that I uncovered and followed, which I think definitely contributed to my success. Watch that on this video. I'll see you there.